I knew it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again and show you that I'm winning. Your love to me. All those times I said that I love you. Your love to me. Yes, I tried. Yes, I tried. Your love to me. Even though you knew I'd die for you. Your love to me. Yes, I cried. Yes, I cried. Return of the man. Return of the man. Come on. Return of the man. Oh my God. You know that I've been here. I am. Return of the man. Once again. Return of the man. Top of the world. Return of the man. Watch my flow. You know that I've been here. I go. So I'm back up in the days. Running thanks to take my swine. Letting all the people know that I'm back to run the show. Cause what you did, you know was wrong. And all the nasty things you done. So baby, listen carefully while I sing my comeback song. Your love for me. She said she'd never turn on me. Your love for me. But you did, but you did. Your love for me. All this pain you said I'd never feel. Your love for me. But I do, do. Return of the man. Return of the man. Hold on. Return of the man. Don't you know? You know that I've been there. Here I go. Return of the man. A little girl. Return of the man. What's my pearl? Return of the man. Up and down. You know that I've been there. Round and round.
Look, stop lying about your big break. For God's sake, I need a real man.
Return of the man.
Stop letting me down. Stop letting me down.
Your love to me. She said she'd never turn on me. Your love to me. But you did, but you did. Your love to me. All this pain you said I'd never feel. Your love to me. But I do, do. Return of the man. Return of the man. Come on. Return of the man. Oh my God. You know that I've been there. Here I am. Return of the man. Once again. Return of the man. Top of the world. Return of the man. You know that I've been there. Don't you know? Return of the man. Return of the man. Hold on. Return of the man. Be strong. You know that I've been there. Here I go. Return of the man. My little girl. Return of the man. What's my best? Return of the man. Up and down. When I saw that I've been there.
Left me. You left me for a nigga. Fuck out of here. I thought you loved me. You was my baby. My fucking cinnamon apple. My rose. You was always there for me. And you gonna leave me for some fucking dumbass nigga? For some dumb nigga? You just gonna fucking leave me. You're grimy, son. You are grimy. D-Money, all the niggas was right then. I thought you was different. Everybody told me not to wife you, I wiped you. You leaving me? I will buy you any fucking thing you ask me for. Anything. You never had to ask me.
All right. What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Tariq Elite Radio Show. That video is funny. That video is hilarious. That dude said, you were my cinnamon apple. That's some power simping for your ass. My dude said, you were my cinnamon apple. And this nigga was screaming it in the street. Boy, the simping is real out here in the streets, man. I didn't know niggas was getting gangster. How you a gangster? You got a chick who's your cinnamon apple. Niggas are gang banging with the gangster shit, but got little cutesy names. That's such an oxymoron right there. Fuck is wrong with you? You're my honey gumdrop. Oh, man, what's up in the streets? How's everybody doing, man? We're here. We're live. Right here on the Tariq Elite Radio Show. Got that Melanoid Nation shirt. Melanoid Nation, so y'all get a good look. When I wear like white-looking shirts, it kind of messes up the lighting on the show because the lighting automatically adjusts. That's the Melanoid Nation shirt. I keep you guys on deck with that. How's everybody doing, man? We're back in from St. Louis, Ferguson. We got back today. We got back a couple of hours ago, so I'm fresh off the plane, making it do what it do. Let me get the phone lines ready, just in case I got to get some calls in a minute. So again, I'm fresh off the plane. Shout out to the brothers and sisters out there in St. Louis, Ferguson. Shout out to the brothers and sisters out there. All the brothers and sisters who came out to see me last night. Man, we had a great time chopping up game. Very constructive. Packed house. It was over capacity last night. It was jam-packed in the venue last night. People were standing up. It was jam-packed. We had a great time. The energy was fly. We had a mishap. This Carl Winslow-ass dude tried to disrupt the flow of the proceedings last night. I get on that in a minute. And I need to find some people who got some good footage of everything, because I didn't plan on taping anything. And I'm going to have to start taping everything, because last night I really didn't want to tape anything because I just wanted to keep it like a closed-door family thing where we're talking about what needs to be done and talk about solutions. So wasn't nothing that I really wanted to broadcast. That was something exclusively for the community down there. But I'm going to have to start recording all of my stuff, because it's always something funny that happens. But we'll get on that in a minute. But again, I'd like to thank everybody who came out, man. We had a great time last night. Everything was very constructive. And the people in St. Louis are just absolutely wonderful. And let me see who we got. We got somebody on the phone already. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, peace. Elevation out loud, my man.
Hey, man. Well, how you doing, fam?
Magnificent. I just wanted to say that what you're doing with Hidden Colors 3 and everything together, bro, people loving it. I'm going to tell you like this. I come at cats all day, you know what I'm saying, trying to drop knowledge about who the black man is, we got all this. Yo, sometimes they just shut down. But you start talking that Mac Lex and stuff, and you slip in at the political ideology and everything, hey, they eating it up, bro. They don't have no choice.
Absolutely,
man. It's like a forced play. So you playing chess with your game, I'm liking that.
Man, much respect, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks so much for calling. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see what we got going on in the chat room. But we're here. I don't like the way this chat room is, man. Yeah, I don't like the way the chat room is. I do not like the way the chat room is. It's slow mode. Yeah, it's real weird with the chat room now. What's up, Harlem? Yeah, but it is what it is. I guess Ustream had to upgrade their servers or whatever. But yeah, it used to have different colors and all that stuff. Now it's just real weird. They need to change it back. They really need to change it back. Let me allow URLs. Slow mode off, on, off. Pause mode off. Okay. Yeah, it's real janky looking. Now, how many people we got up in here? Yeah, we're getting in here heavy. Yeah, Ustream need to really get it together and step their game up. Now, we got a new Coon train video. I'm about to play that in a minute. I want to see if y'all can identify the people that's on the new Coon train. When we get to about 1,000 people, we're going to play the new Coon Train 3 video. When we get to 1,000 people. There's a lot of other stuff we want to talk about tonight, too. But when we get to 1,000 people, we're at 600 and something now. People are still coming on in the room. We're going to get into the Coon Train 3 video and everything like that. I want to talk about a lot of these cases where black folks are getting pulled over and being forced and told you got to show your ID and all that old stuff. I saw a video of a young man who was in the car with his baby's mom, and the kid was in the back. And basically what it was, seems like the cops were just kind of busting his balls because he had a white woman. He was in the car with a white lady. and they had a kid together. So it sounded like they were busting this dude's balls. And they were hassling the guy, and I think he was arrested, and I hope the guy gets a case. He was filming everything, and that's very important. We really got to start filming a lot of this stuff that goes on. Not a lot. Like I said last night, we're going to have to start filming every interaction that we have with law enforcement. The minute we deal with them, we got to keep that thing documented. We got to keep it filmed. Also, what we're going to have to do, again, the Melanoid Nation, we're coming out with some cameras, some mini cameras that you can pin on your clothes. We're working on that now. So for people like children or teenagers who don't have a cell phone yet, or even adults, if you don't want to dig in your pocket or whatever, you got a camera right there that you can just snap on, click on real quick, and tape any kind of interaction you have with police. We're at that point now. We're at that point now. See, it's illegal to film police in Chicago. I got to look into that law because a lot of places people say it's illegal, but it's not illegal. You got a right to let them know that you're filming them. You got a right to film them. You got a right to film law enforcement. Yeah, you got a right to film law enforcement. What's up, Ill Will? You say you don't think Lil Boosie was Coon enough? And that's another thing. A lot of people are getting on Lil Boosie's case, the rapper. Because like I said last week, they got this thing now where they ask these random rappers about political ideologies, and they're really not the ones to ask. It's almost like, what do you expect? But he did say some coonish stuff now. He was like, African Americans, we the worst race. And I'm like, okay, why would you even have a serious dialogue about race with Lil Boosie? You know, he said some real negative things about the African American community as a whole. And we get onto that. We start talking like white supremacists. Well, we are our own worst enemy. It's that Coon train stuff. So anybody who's listening to Lil Boosie about some real socio-political advice, I mean, you're already in the wrong arena right there. Not the shit. I like Lil Boosie's music. I like the brother's music. But if I'm going to talk about some social issues, that's not the rapper I'm going to do it with. You know, if I want to talk about something else, we got to know who to talk to and who not to talk to about certain issues. Yeah, exactly. They know who to ask and who not to ask. The people you ask, that's why I had David Banner and Nas and KRS-One in the movies, because these are the people you should ask. But they strategically avoid people like that. They talk to them sometimes. Yeah, they don't ask Grip. They know Grip is going to drop the real heat. If you want to get a hip-hop participant's opinion about something. Aaron, you said Boosie had points. What was his point, so? What were the points? And as far as Ted Nugent is somebody I don't take seriously. They like to print a lot of his bullshit because he's went all the way white supremacist. He's all the way full-fledged white supremacist now. So he's saying a lot of crazy stuff about black folks, and they print it as if they're surprised. And I would love, I got one question for Ted Nugent. I'm like, and that's coming from Neely Fuller. If black people are just so this and so that, Ted Nugent, what's the solution? What is the solution for black folks? What should you white people and white supremacists like yourself, not just white people, but white supremacists in particular, what should you do to black people if black people are such a problem? That's all you got to ask. So I don't get bent out of shape because of no Ted Nugent, anything he says. He's just saying anything to kind of get that right, not even just right wing, because I don't like to put white supremacy into any kind of political party, because you got the left wingers who are just as much white supremacists as the right wingers. So you got white supremacists all over in every type of political party or every kind of organization. Now, how many folks we got in here? I want to make sure we're in here packed. But yeah, I don't take anything Ted Nugent say seriously, but I take white supremacy seriously. And when he's saying certain things, I'm looking at why they're letting him say that. Why are they printing what he's saying? Am I on? The video is lagging, huh? Okay, I'm looking at the video. My video is... How's the video looking? Is the video lagging, fam? Why? I wonder why the video is lagging like this. There's always something janky going on with this thing. Hey, family, am I lagging? Can y'all see me pretty good? Am I flowing? How's this thing going? Video is good? Okay, it must be on my end. I swear, man, Ustream is so janky with it, dude. Let me refresh my page, make sure everything is cool. Make sure everything is flowing. All right. We'll see what's going on with it. It's real choppy and it's lagging a little bit. But we'll make it do what it do. I'm good? Okay. Okay. Again, we're almost at 800. So when we get to 1,000, I'm playing the new Coon Train video. Everybody, y'all should be following me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed if you're not following me. Shout out to the club Marquee last night in St. Louis. We went to a club called Marquee. Real cool. We had a good time out there in St. Louis. And everything. It's lagging like a mug. It's lagging on my end too. I don't know why it's doing that. The t-shirts, these will be for sale pretty soon. Yeah, I hope y'all can see it pretty good. The Coon Train video with all this lagging and choppiness and everything. But again, we had a great time out there in Ferguson, St. Louis last night at the University of Missouri, St. Louis. Good people. Shout out to Representative Clint Smith. He came out, chopped up good game with us and everything like that. And I want to get some real good clear footage from last night because I want to get some clear footage of the Carl Winslow dude that we had to throw out. There's a dude, we literally had to throw him out. Shout out to the brother who helped us throw the guy out because the guy was walking up to the stage and my main security was like, is this dude really about to go there? Because it was about to go down. It wasn't going to be a good look for dude. Dude was about to... So they got him up out of there quick. And the dude was basically... This Carl Winslow dude was sent there to be an agitator, basically. He was clearly sent there to be an agitator. It was a dude last night, and we were having a question and answer segment. I'm chopping it up with the family. And a guy asked the question. He was like, hey, Tariq, whoops. He's like, hey, Tariq, I like what you do, blah, 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 blah. Now, I have a problem. Sometimes you be calling people coons, and I don't know if you should do that, call people coons, because we shouldn't do... I said, okay, well, brother, let me explain why. Let me explain that. And I explained the historical significance of it and how it's important for us to get these type of people away from us. But when I was trying to explain to the dude kept trying to kind of talk over me. And I'm like, brother, hold on, let me answer your question, brother, then I'll let you speak. But let me answer that. He's like, no. The brother just kind of kept talking. And I'm like, okay, brother, just have a seat, brother. You know, I'm just being real cool with him. Say, have a seat. Then he started kind of getting a little sassy. The dude kind of looked a little moist. Yeah, he looked a little moist, but he was getting a little sassy. Then I kept telling him to sit down. Then the audience started kind of booing him, and they started kind of saying, hey, man, why don't you sit down and chill, dude? And he started getting a little embarrassed, I guess. Then he started walking towards the stage. Hold on. Who the fuck is this? Hold on, this is my daughter. Hey, babe, I'm doing my live show right now. What are you doing? Okay, I'm going to call you back in a minute. You all right? Okay, I'll call you back. My daughter's trying to get me to get her some clothes. They got some kind of school dance next week. Yeah, they're having some kind of school dance next week, and she wanted me to get her some outfits. But my daughter's like real tall and real developed for her age. So she be trying to get kind of grown looking shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, we got to chill out with that. I got to monitor what you're trying to get. Yeah, but the dude, he was a fat, kind of moist dude. He was a little moist. He got a little sassy. I'm like, hey, brother. I said, brother, can y'all see me? I know it's real choppy. I'm sorry, family. I know it's real choppy. I don't know what the deal is with the thing here. But the dude, I'm like, hey, brother, let's... I said, brother, just sit down. And he started getting a little sassy. Then he kind of walked up to the stage. I'm like, he started walking towards the stage, and I'm like, it's gonna go bad for dude. And then the audience almost got in his ass. Yeah, the audience almost got in dude's ass. So it was bad. So people ended up throwing the dude out. They took him to the lobby. I think they said he was out there cursing and all this stuff, and then Ola threw him out. So, but we kept on with the proceeding, and I clowned him a little bit. But stuff like that, man, we got to watch those agent provocateurs. That dude was sent there deliberately to kind of disrupt everything, because the whole vibe was real fly and real cool. So the guy was kind of sent there to disrupt everything. And you know what? Something else happened. I tweeted this earlier. Well, while the screening was going on, Ola let me know there were police cars out in the parking lot kind of circling around. There were police cars circling around outside of my lecture. And I tweeted, I'm like, how come the police are circling around? And I looked at my Twitter today. One of those trolls that I tell people to kind of block, this person who basically just harasses my Twitter. I got them blocked, but they harass my Twitter and they harass my friends list every day. That XO Curly person. It's a dude who has a picture of a girl as his picture, but it's really a dude. And I mean, literally, this dude is like every single day for about a year. This dude is just harassing my timeline, the people I tweet. And we suspect him of being a paid troll or even an agent provocateur. But he was tweeting yesterday he was sending tweets to the police in St. Louis saying that we're going to incite a riot at the school. This dude was tweeting the police yesterday, right before my lecture. Yeah, I think he called the cops. I think the dude called the cops and said, we're out there inciting violence or something like that. Yeah, that's that thing what people do call swatting. Have y'all heard about that? Where people will call, like if somebody's doing a live show or whatever, like on the internet, they'll call SWAT to have them have SWAT come into their homes. So that's the new version of swatting. The dude straight up called the police. A Twitter troll called the police and said that we were inciting a riot. That's heavy, ain't it? It's that XO Curly dude. So now when we say that these people are like some agent provocateurs, we're not just whistling Dixie. That's beyond just a coon, dude. Yeah, that's beyond a coon. Yeah, am I cool with Antonio? I'm cool with Antonio. The problem is and I like Antonio French. My thing is this, because what I found out yesterday also when I was doing my lecture, a lot of people were trolling Antonio because what he did, he tweeted the flyer for my lecture last night to let everybody know to come on down. And what happened is that all the trolls, the fake pretend feminist troll who are not really feminists, but they started trolling him because he was supporting me. And that's a very deliberate tactic. They started using shaming tactics on him. And he started bowing down to that. And he shouldn't do that. Brother Antonio shouldn't bow down to those trolls like that. Because what they do, they start tweeting, well, Tariq hates black women. And that's a very common lie that trolls use in order to try to discredit people. That's an old COINTELPRO thing too. If you look at the COINTELPRO papers, they say in order to stop a movement, you got to use all type of tactics to discredit people. So what you do, the main tactic, which they can't really discredit me, they got to make up something. So they got a common one to say is that somebody don't like black women. And there's zero proof of that because I've never said anything negative about black women as a group, never done anything negative to black women as a group at all, period. But when you tell that lie and you create a bunch of screen names and you keep telling the lie over and over again, you assume that, okay, it must be something to that. Now, to me, I don't mind them lying because it's a good thing. You know, I got 3 lawsuits going on right now. I got 3 lawsuits going on right now. I filed 3 lawsuits. One is about to settle for people who are regurgitating lies like that and defamatory lies on Twitter and social network. I don't mind them doing it because I'm hitting your asses up. And they know who they are. They know exactly who they are. That's why I don't step in. I don't say shit. I just let them keep talking because what's going to happen? Those lies keep circulating, and the trolls are going to troll. They're going to say stupid shit on the internet. But what happens is that sometimes you get somebody who's somewhat reputable who try to get brownie points from these dumbass trolls, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. But if you're that silly, knock yourself out. But there's some people who try to get brownie points from these Twitter trolls, and they'll start regurgitating and repeating the Twitter trolls' lies. No, dude, Crispy is a joke. He's a nobody, dude. Crispy is a nobody. I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about people. Some of these people, they've been on reputable news shows. You know, they write for certain mainstream publications. Some of them do. So these are people with a very tiny bit of panache. Not too much, but they got enough for me to get at them, though. Yeah. And that's another one, that lady. I'm waiting on her to say something slick. Devon, the one you just named, not Dream Hampton, but the other one. Because she says little slick shit, but I'm waiting on her to say some defamatory remarks. I'm waiting on the defamation. She says little slick stuff, but I think she's more savvy enough to not say anything that's going to be slanderous or defamatory. So she's smart with her little slick comments, but a lot of other ones are not. And I get them, and I sit up and I wait on them. I wait on their asses to say something defamatory. Then I got them. And I do not be bluffing on these niggas. I do not bluff. I get the lawsuits cracking. Oh yeah, I was surprised by that too, Virtuous. I was surprised by that too. She should have known better. She should have known better. Now, that chick, Jay, she's another nobody too. She's another nobody. Now, you got to understand, some of these people, and a lot of them write for like Ebony Online and stuff like that. That's another thing. All of them are really connected in the same little cliques. And a lot of them, from what I've learned, because some of them we were going to get at legally, but when we looked into their background and their employment and all that, because we do all the research, we get deep into that. A lot of these people are damn near basically interns. Some of these people really don't have jobs. They're like freelance writers who write for free. That's why they're on Twitter all the time. Some of these people are on Twitter all day because they literally don't have fucking jobs. So suing these people is just like going out suing a homeless person. So it's like, okay, you know, I would spend more money on the lawsuit if I win the lawsuit. It's just some broke ass person sitting up in their room who don't have any employment coming in anyway. So I don't take them too seriously. But some of these people, when they work for a legitimate company and they're going out spewing some of this bullshit that's defamatory, I'm getting them. I let them talk. You dig? And when they get out there and start saying, well, Tariq hates black women, if they cannot prove it and you got a rep and you got a little panache and you work for one of these corporations and you are trying to get, and you some of these people who get up on NBC and all this stuff, I'm getting at that ass. If you cannot prove what you just said, which you cannot, none of them can prove it, then I'm getting at you. So keep talking. Keep on talking. But as far as my man Antonio, he let the trolls get to him. And I don't want to say too many names because I got some heat for people. Some legal heat. Let me say it like that. Let me be very clear. But they were telling him, hey, Antonio, don't support Tariq because he hates black women. And Antonio kind of bowed down. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Okay, then I'm going to delete my tweet. Now, I'm disappointed in Antonio because you got to understand some of these people who are trolls, and that's all they are. These people have done nothing for Ferguson. They've done nothing for anybody. They've done nothing and they're not doing anything. And if you can't stand up to them, how are you going to stand up to systematic white supremacy? My thing is I deal with trolls all the time. They don't bother me. I deal with trolls trying to discredit people in hidden colors. I get people trying to make derogatory comments about Umar, derogatory comments about Phil Valentine. Y'all remember a few months ago they were saying some slick shit about Brother Kaba, talking about he's married a white woman, some stupid. We get stupid shit thrown at us all the time. I'm not bowing down to none of these idiots. When I see people out here doing real work, I don't bow down to them fools. Don't bow down to trolls. Yeah, you think a lot of people, man, and Sean King, I like Sean King, he kind of let them punk him a little bit. And I love Sean King's work. Brother does good work, but he kind of bowed down to some of those trolls a little bit. And brothers, y'all can't, you can't bow down to these people. You can't bow down to these people. These are nobody-ass trolls, and it's a very small group of them with a whole bunch of damn screen names. They don't do nothing but run their mouths on the internet. Most of them are secret white supremacists. They are nobodies. And also the people who have a little rep, you're following the words and you're trying to regurgitate defamatory comments from these people. Understand this, when a lawsuit is filed on you, those trolls are not going to have your back. I really hope you understand that. For some reason in their minds, these people think, and I'm talking about the so-called reputable people who try to get brownie points from these Twitter trolls, when you get sued, they're not going to have your back. They ain't got you. You ain't going to hear shit from them because they're trolling, fool. These are people who sitting up trolling under a bunch of screen names. Killer Mike is a G. Killer Mike is a G. They tried that shit with Killer Mike. Killer Mike posted a picture of me and him because we ran into each other out here in L.A. and we were chopping it up, and he posted a picture, and they tried that same shit with Killer Mike. Oh, Killer Mike, don't you mess with Tariq. He be on that gangster street shit, thug, hustler, pimp, player, hustler. And Killer Mike was like, hey, y'all barking up the wrong tree with that bullshit. I fuck with Tariq. I don't care about none of that shit y'all saying. Mike shut that down quick. That's why Killer Mike is a G with his. Killer Mike shut that down. You dig? You don't bow down to trolls. They're just there to talk shit, stir up trouble, and just divert energy. Killer Mike is a real one, dude. So when we do Hidden Colors 4, Killer Mike is going to be involved. Just be clear about that. Killer Mike is going to be involved in that. Like, man, real recognizes real. Real recognize real, dude. Shout out to Fonte, brother Fonte. Fonte represents. Fonte's always represent. I played a lot of his stuff on the show. I love Fonte's music, man. Yeah, there was who was some white lady. The white female supremacists are talking shit. Who was that? I saw that too. Somebody tweeted me some white female is up there trying to go along with these trolls talking crazy. So again, these people are there to try to divert energy because they see that we get stuff done. Yeah, we get stuff done. And again, some of these trolls, man, I believe are suspected agent provocateurs. Some of these trolls are suspected agent provocateurs because, again, when I show up to spots, man, people come out, and people come out without any kind of mainstream press. Like last night in St. Louis, man, dude, the venue was filled over capacity. We didn't do any mainstream press, nothing. We didn't do no radio down there, nothing. Showed up, people came out in droves. Real people ready for real solutions, man. And we were chopping up some real good game about real solutions, man. I was asking brothers and sisters, who are my business owners here? Raise your hand. I want you to link up with some of these other brothers and sisters who own businesses. Where are my teachers in the house? Raise your hand. Let's link up with folks and let's see if we can get some education programs going on in the community. Brothers getting up, introducing themselves. Hey, man, my name is such and such. This is the kind of business I run. Man, it was a real constructive thing. When we start doing stuff like that, solution-based stuff, that's when you see the trolls coming out. You notice that? To try to divert that. We had brothers and sisters literally registering to vote. We had people voting, well, not voting, but we had registration cards for people to vote before they left, if they were not registered voters. So we were doing real things, man. We were doing some real things. We got a lot of people in here right now. Yeah, it was packed early. It was packed early. And the vibe was real positive, too. Man. All right, so we're in here right now. He's a joke. I don't take him as seriously. I don't take him seriously, Vital. All right, so y'all ready to watch the brand new Coon Train video? All right, this is, speaking of coons, this is Coon Train Part 3. This is Part 3 of the Coon Train video, ladies and gentlemen. And y'all ready? Here it is.
Is coming. Coon Train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon Train is coming.
Where's the white women at?
Coon Train is coming. Coon Train is coming.
All white peoples ain't bad.
Coon Train is coming. Coon Train is coming.
We is our own worst enemy.
Coon Train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon Train is coming.
Where's the white women at?
Coon Train is coming. Coon Train is coming.
All white peoples ain't bad.
Coon Train is coming.
We is our own worst enemy.
Coon Train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon Train is coming.
Where's the white women at?
Coon Train is coming.
All white peoples ain't bad.
Coon Train is coming.
We is our own worst enemy.
Coon Train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon Train is coming.
Where's the white women at?
Coon Train is coming.
All white peoples ain't bad.
Coon Train is coming.
We is our own worst enemy.
Coon Train is coming.
What about black on black crime?
Coon Train is coming.
Where's the white women at?
Coon Train is coming.
All white peoples ain't bad.
Coon Train is coming.
We is our own worst enemy.
All right, there you go. That is the Coon Train Part 3 video. That is Coon Train Part 3. Man. That is funny stuff. And y'all can see it. Y'all can go to, what is my Tariq Live. That is my channel. Let me give y'all the link to the Coon Train 3 video. Let me give y'all the link real quick, family. Hold on. Let me give y'all the link to Coon Train 3. Man. Hold on, this is the link. Yeah, Martin Baker was getting it in. That's my favorite one. Martin Baker was getting it all the way in. Yeah, the NAACP. Some of y'all, I wanted to see if y'all will remember Leon Jenkins. Leon Jenkins, the NAACP dude. Oh, man. So that's the link. Let me give y'all the link again. And look, I'm kind of joking with, which see a lot of times, I put somebody on the Coon train, but I still got love for him, and I still got a lot of love and respect for Steve Harvey. We had to smack him a little bit just for that Paula Deen thing. I had to jest him a little bit, but I still love Steve Harvey, man. I still got a lot of respect, and I still support Steve Harvey, but I just don't disagree with that. Him getting the Paula Deen thing, I can't. Thank you so much, Virtual. I like Stephen Smith, man. Even though we had Stephen Smith on the Coon train, I still like and respect Stephen Smith's opinions about stuff. But again, sometimes brothers start falling off a little bit, and we got to get on them. Like other communities do that. Other community, if you start falling off or doing something that's breaking the code within those communities, you best believe they get at you. Or they get at those within their community, they'll check you. They'll check you in these other communities. So hopefully, Steve, and I really like Steve. Steve has done some great things. I don't want to see this brother's great work, just reversed by this whole Paula Deen thing. So I got a bleeding heart. No, I give people second chances, Sometimes we do some things, but that whole Paula Deen thing, my man shouldn't have done that. That wasn't a good look. And I'm not going to throw him all the way under the bus. Again, we put him on the Coon train, but, this is jokes, for some people. Now, for Crispy, it's not a joke. He's a real coon. But we got a lot of trolls on here tonight, huh? Yeah, they in here heavy. Yes, indeed. But again, man, we got to start getting a code of conduct. You said, has Claude Anderson given up? Well, Claude Anderson has done, damn, what else do we want Claude Anderson to do? Claude Anderson has been trying to wake black folks up since the damn early 70s. Damn, he has laid out exactly what needs to be done. Powernomics is great. Black Labor, White Wealth, excellent books if you don't have them. So he lays it all out, man. And if brothers and sisters ain't trying to pick up that mantle and run with it, it's not on him no more. But yeah, it's all about a code. And I talked about this when I was in St. Louis last night. How other groups, man, how other groups band together to compete with us. We went over to Sweetie Pie's, the restaurant not last night, but yesterday afternoon. Great food, by the way. And, Sweetie Pie's is killing the game out there in St. Louis. Where it's located, we went over there to the Mangrove area. And, it was like a line just all day. And I think like all day, that place is just jam-packed. The food is good, and plus, the TV show is just great publicity for them. And a lot of other restaurants around there in that area, they're suffering. They get no business. So these other restaurants that are not black owned, they're all banding together, and they're literally like giving coupons for free food and stuff, because we got to our car and we had a whole bunch of coupons for like free pie, free cake, free chicken, just free everything. And all of these other stores and businesses are working together to compete against sweetie pies. So that's why it's important for us to align ourselves with other brothers and sisters who are doing business so we can support them so they're just not out there by themselves. But Sweetie Pies is a great place, man. The people were great working there. If you go to St. Louis, man, definitely go to Sweetie Pies, man. Great, 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 great food. Them sweet potatoes was good as hell. Yeah, man. Hey, man, that was a line in that place all day. Yeah, Dr. Boyce Watkins. Shout out to Dr. Boyce. I like Dr. Boyce. And Dr. Boyce, he's another brother who don't bow down to the trolls either. I like Dr. Boyce. Dr. Boyce, he don't bow down to them trolls either. He spits from the hip. And I rock with Dr. Boyce. I rock with Dr. Boyce. He don't bow down to them damn trolls. You dig? But again, brothers out here, man, when y'all start bowing down to these internet trolls, that ain't a good look, man. That's not a good look because that makes you look weak because you're bowing down to people who are not doing anything. And if you can be swayed by some unknown do-nothing ass people who are just trolling on the internet, man, that's a bad look. That's a bad look. You got to align yourself with people who are actually putting in tangible work. And some of the people with the defamatory remarks, don't worry about them. We got lawyers for them. I don't mind the defamatory comments, especially if you got a rep. We got lawyers for that. Wait, the NFL banned the use of Dre headphones? Really? I didn't know that. You said Bootsy made one bad comment, but damn, dude, that's one hell of a comment to make, though. You know what I'm saying? That's one hell of a comment. That's a hell of a comment to sit up and talk about, well, African Americans are the worst race. Dude, come on, dude. You definitely need to be called out for that, dude. What kind of bullshit is that? Oh, okay, the NFL has a contract with Bose. That's funny. I like Dr. Eric Dyson. I like Dr. Dyson. I like Dr. Dyson. Yeah, but when you got black folks talking that stuff, dude, they're asleep. They think they're saying something revolutionary. They're asleep when they talk that nonsense about somebody waiting for... Look at TJ. What's up, boy? I ain't seen my son in 2 days. What's up, P Nizzle with the belly? Come on over here, P Nizzle. What's up, man? Look at my son. I ain't seen my son. You look bigger. Come here, boy. Look like you just ate something. Why do you look all big now? Look at my son. You look like a big ass Puerto Rican or somebody. What's up, man?
He looks 2 or 3.
I know. TJ is only 18 months. Hey, man. Well, your hands smell like beans. Okay, don't be grabbing my stuff. Give me this pacifier. Give me that. This is my son TGZ. He's all big and full right now, smelling like beans and snacks.
It's ramen.
Y'all ate the ramen at the ramen place. What's up, P Nizzle? Come over here and show people your glowing belly. What's that, man? Okay, don't put that in your mouth, player. I don't want you to puke on me. Huh? Come on, man. He's putting coins and stuff in his mouth. Man. Listen, look at that. That's our other baby in there. We don't know the name yet. I know it's going to start with an A. We do not know the name yet. But yeah, TJ's big as hell, man. Hey, he's not even 2 yet. He'll be 2 in February.
Yes, baby.
He's all grunting like he about to fart or shit. Okay, TJ, he's grabbing all my stuff. Come on, just chill out, brother. Okay. Oh, come on, dude.
He's
He's excited to see you.
Let's give him something to play with. Give him something. Here, play with this. Play with some of this Tahuti.
He was loud at the restaurant. He was screaming for no reason.
Just what, playing screen or crying? Oh.
Loud.
Hilarious. Man. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Peanut looks great pregnant. She does. Look at it. She's looking sexy. Come on in, people. So, come on. You know. Let people see how you look. You
But he
know?
haven't seen you.
Mm-hmm. Let people see that stomach.
No.
What's that in his mouth?
What is this?
Is that a coin from? Where is that from?
From Costa Rica?
Oh, okay. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But yeah, man, we had a real good time out there in St. Louis. We had a great time out there. What they call it, baby? Akon.
So, you know, some people said Alec, and I had thought about the name before.
Lord. No. We were feeding them hotep food. Yes, indeed. Yep. Somebody breastfed TJ. For a little while, she did. Yeah, he's holding the Hootie herbs.
What's in your mouth?
Yeah, Dr. Claude Anderson is the truth, man. If we do Hidden Colors 4, we'll probably get him in there again to chop up some real good game. Yeah, the Black Authority, that brother's the truth, too. That brother's the truth. Name him Amir.
Someone has used TJ's middle name. I'm like, I don't want to mention your middle
No,
name.
that ain't Amar. Some Ali. Is that the Carl? That's the Carl Winslow video with the dude from last night. Okay, damn it. Hold on. Let me see. It's not loading up correctly. Hold on. It comes on tonight?
It already came out. I recorded it.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. What else comes on?
Walking Dead comes on. I want this sometime.
Okay. I don't think that link works, fam. Yeah, that link don't work, fam. Yeah, that link don't work. Someone said name him Almighty. What kind of was a baby superhero? What kind of name is that? Alejandro. That's the video. Hold on. Let me see if this works. Of the Carl Winslow. Okay, it's not working for some reason. HTTPS. Let me try this. Hold on. That is not working. Okay, yeah, that ain't working either. Let's try something else. Come on, TJ. Okay, there you go. That works. Okay, that's a good one. But let me download. Come get TJ and let him run around. Let me download it and play it on the screen. Hold on 1 second. Because I knew somebody had a good copy of it.
Who's that?
I don't know. There was a lot of people filming last night. What is he doing? Get out that garbage, man. All right, hold on 1 second. It is downloading, and when it downloads, I'm going to play it for everybody. Okay, get the Peanut. You got to get him. All right, I'm gonna play it just for those who can't see it. I'm gonna play it now. Let me convert it, and I'm gonna play it right now. Hold on 1 second, fam. Hold on 1 second. TJ, you all right, man? All right, now let me find the video and the video. Hold on, let me play it real quickly. Convert it. What is TJ doing? Okay, hold on. Okay, there you go. All right, so this is the video of the Carl Winslow dude from last night.
I followed you on your podcast on the internet, and we got to some of the stuff with is on the black folks. Coon, you got the Coon series.
Yeah. Let me stop you on there, brother. Let me stop you on there, brother. Let me stop you on there, brother. Hold on, wait, brother, wait, brother. Let's sit down, brother. Relax, sit down. I gotta address that. No, hold on, brother. My brother said, well, you need to stop. The thing is, with us, the problem is we let too many outside agitators come among us and just wallow and mess up the energy. We got to be in a position where we call these people out to get them away from us. That's been going on since slavery, brother. That's been going on since slavery. That's been going on since slavery. We let the wrong people come around us and dissipate the energy. Brother, okay, brother, calm down, brother. Okay, brother. Security. This brother, have a seat, bro. Brother, you're gonna have to, but you gotta have a seat. I understand, but brother, you gotta have a seat. You gotta respect the audience, brother. You gotta respect the audience, brother. You gotta respect the audience, brother. You can't just come and bogart the whole thing, but you gotta respect the audience, brother. You gotta respect the audience, brother. You gotta respect the audience, brother. You gotta calm down, brother. Brother. All right, there you go, man. Let's go. There you go. Brother, you gotta respect the audience, brother. You gotta bounce, brother. There you go. All right. Deuces, brother. Get him on out of here, brother. You gotta bounce. Let's make sure he's out. He might have a bomb strapped to him. All right, brother. All right, brother, coming in here looking like Carl Winslow from Family Matters. You better go check me out on short. Brother ran up on me like he was gonna do something. And brother, like he gonna hit me with a sandwich. Calm down. All right. This is what I gotta go through sometimes, family.
Man, that was crazy. That was crazy. They sent that agent up, and that was such an agent provocateur. That was an agent provocateur. Man, that was funny. That was funny. Dude was about to get that work, man. Shout out to my brother who got him up out of there. Shout out to my brother who got him up out of there. And then he took him. My dude took him to the lobby. Then Ola kicked him on out the building all the way. But yeah, it's funny. It is funny stuff. It is funny. You need to change him. Man, because I smell some things going on. I smell some things happening with TJ's little bowels. Man. I know he knows he's gonna get changed. Man. But yeah, man, we still had a great time last night. Again, even with the agent provocateurs, we had a good time. You dig? And next time, my lectures, we're gonna have a sign of letting people know if cats come with the rah-rah, hands might get laid on you if you come up in there with that bullshit like that, especially walking up on the stage. We just gonna take that as hostility. You dig? We just gonna take that as a sign of aggression. You know, you can't come up in there and disrupt. Man. Said Ola hit him with the African judo. Hilarious. Man. What's up? Shout out to Ethiopia, Lakers. Shout out to Ethiopia. Yeah, Peanut does look like Elvana. Yes, she does. Say he was gonna give me a manicure. Hilarious. Man. That was funny. That was funny. Yeah, you go to Amazon to get the Hidden Colors movies. Yeah, you go to Amazon and get Hidden Colors, or you go to Hidden Colors Film and get it. And, you know, we get it to you real quick because we send it out to you that same day. Woo, shit, what did TJ eat? God damn. I thought you were going to change him upstairs, man. I didn't know it was going to go down here. Damn. TJ smelled like a grown man. Damn, baby. Get some of that money house blessing spray. I go, damn. And Peanut, know that our son's diapers be woofing. Man. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that video on Tariq Radio too. Who put that? I can't see what the name is, but I'm about to put that up too.
How you gonna put this on the street like that? Sit down.
Man, hold on one second. Oh man, I'm trying to. My son's diaper is killing me right now. It smells horrible. Beautiful kid, smelly diaper. Man. But hold on. One second. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. And let me get some calls in. The number is 818-850-5404. 818-850-5404. That is the number, ladies and gentlemen. That is the number, 818-850-5404. Let me get some people call up. So don't talk about TJ's bowels. No, she changed them right here on the floor. And it's because I'm down here. This is my man cave. And there's not too much ventilation. What are you running with, TJ? TJ be having random. This kid has the most randomest stuff in his hand. Look at TJ be running around the house. Look at what he got. Oh, he got shit that I don't even know where he got it from. Where you get all this stuff from? TJ be running around like Fred Sanford, just picking up junk all over the place. We wake up, he's in the bed hitting us in the head with a plunger and a stick of butter. It's, what the hell? Where'd you get that from? He has the most random stuff in his hand.
What's in his hand?
Oh, he tore up upstairs. I mean, he tore it up there.
Where?
It's upstairs. There's shit all over the place in the living room.
Oh yeah, he does that.
I came home and it looked like a burglary in this motherfucker. TJ.
He was tired.
I got to come back to DC. I do have to come back to DC. Yeah, I definitely have to come back to DC. Yes, indeed. I think it's upstairs, babe. Yeah, I think it might be upstairs. Yeah, he's going to be a big kid. He's going to be tall. He's not even 2 yet, and he's like, you know, he's bigger than like 2 and 2.5-year-old kids. We still got folks in here heavy. And again, y'all go to, I'm uploading that video. Now, let me get some calls real quick. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Tariq? This is Eric from Jersey.
Hey, Eric from Jersey. How you doing, fam?
Good. I wanted to ask you about these videos where they show like police brutality and police like running up on brothers.
Yeah.
What do you think about how we should react to it? Because when I see people react to it, I see a lot of dudes like screaming and yelling and resisting, but they don't necessarily get the results that they think that they should get. So how do you feel we should react to that?
Tape them, and I talked about this last night at St. Louis Ferguson. What you do, you got to tape them. You definitely film them. That's number one, because there's always going to be your word against theirs. And again, you don't know if you're dealing with a cop or what Neely Fuller says is a race soldier. You tape them and also understand your rights And when I say exercise your rights, that don't mean talking just a whole bunch of slick shit, because then when you start talking real, hey, I know my rights, motherfucker, when you start doing that, they can say, okay, he's being aggressive. They can use that as an excuse. You can just be cool and just say, hey, look, sir, am I being detained? Can I leave? No, you can't leave. Okay, so since I'm being detained, I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent. I'm not going to talk without the presence of a lawyer since I'm not free to go. It's that simple. And just say repeatedly, I'm exercising my right to remain silent. I'm exercising my right to remain silent. I don't have to answer questions. I have the right to remain silent if I'm being detained and I cannot leave. Just be real cool with them. Be real cool, be real respectful, and just stand your ground and don't let them punk you out. But don't get yourself shot either. But just be real cool. Okay. Yeah, just be real cool with them. And then get everything on tape. And when you're remaining cool, file a civil suit, because that's what we got to get into, the civil suit game with these fools out here, man. Because we sitting up waiting on grand juries to get criminal charges, and that, you know, if you got a whole bunch of white supremacists protecting other white supremacists, you're not going to get no justice. But what you can do is start hitting up these civil courts, working with some lawyers out here to get class action suits, and that's going to start thwarting a lot of this stuff, bro. You feel me?
Okay.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, thanks for the call, man. What's wrong with him, baby? Oh man, yeah, I saw that the case of the brother who got shot. I mean, again, right, and we talked about this heavy last night, man. The cops are going to be on one for the next 2 years. Well, the next year and a half, the cops are going to be on one. There's a window of opportunity for the white supremacists, and they know that they're going to take advantage of that window of opportunity. Oh yeah, this is Melanoid Nation, brother. These going to be on sale pretty soon. Melanoid Nation. Let me give y'all a real good close up of it. Bam. More info on that pretty soon. These shirts are tight. I'll give y'all more information on that pretty soon. More info on that pretty soon. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm looking at some of these links y'all showing. Now, did y'all see that case with these two white ladies who were lesbians? They went to a sperm bank. One of them got inseminated with sperm, and what happened was they gave her the wrong sperm. I think they wanted a blonde baby or whatever. They gave her the sperm of a black person, and she ended up having a black or mixed baby, which is black. Now, the lady wants to sue the place that gave her this sperm, because now her and her kid has to go through too much racism. Nigga. Let me touch on that for a minute. Ain't that some shit right there? A real cute kid, but now the kid is 2 years old. Now she's mad because she and the kid, they got to go through racism now. So she want to sue. And this is the thing that kills me. Black folks are told every day, get over it. Oh, racism ain't that bad, black folks. Oh, you're just making something out of nothing. What about black on black crime? You know, we get told, get over it every damn day. Now this female, who may be a suspected white supremacist from her actions, they get a black kid. Now her white privileges are not getting cashed in like she wants them to. Now she won't say, I want justice. Wait a minute. This ain't supposed to happen to me or my family. Something has to be done now. Oh, they don't take it for a minute. When it happens to them, hell no. They don't take it for a minute, dude. They're like, enough is enough. We've experienced racism. I'm not being treated equally with this black kid right here. I need some justice, some money. I need to sue somebody. And you know what that's about? She's like, the lady was saying stuff like, Because she gave birth to this kid. I feel so sorry for this baby, by the way. I feel so sorry for this kid, by the way, man. My heart bleeds for this baby. Because again, black folks, man, we play this game with white supremacy. People get on this whole gay is the new black and all that. And I talked about that in one of my lectures, and I'm not shitting on nobody gay or anything. But politically, we allow ourselves to be used by all of these different groups. Because I have a political gripe. I don't give a damn about somebody's preference. My gripe is political. We're politically used by certain groups to co-sign them and their movements in order to get them benefits and tangibles. But they will throw us so far under the bus. Y'all got to understand, white supremacy trumps all the lesbian, gay, trainee, all that shit. White supremacy trumps all of that. And people in the gay community, in the white gay community, they will practice white supremacy just like people in the straight community. I don't know what make black people think that ain't gonna happen. At the end of the day, they'll slum with you, black folks. They'll get out here and slum with you a little bit, but at the end of the day, they still a lot of times want to practice white supremacy. See, the problem is with this lady, with the white lady who's the lesbian, the reason why she's mad, she's like, oh, well, my daughter has to go through racism. No, the white lady, she's not getting the same white privileges, because you got to understand this. If that white lady had a kid who was adopted in black, it would be no problem. Let me say that again, because white people do that all the time. They adopt little black kids and parade them around and say, hey, this is my little adopted black baby. And people are like, oh, that's so cute. And they shower the adopted black baby with all types of love and accolades. They do that all the time. All the celebrities got little black kids somewhere that they done picked up from Haiti or Africa, whatever. So it ain't about, no. The baby ain't adopted. Listen to what I'm saying. I want y'all to feel what I'm saying. She had the baby. She gave birth to this baby. She got sperm and gave birth to the baby. So the thing is this. If the baby was just a little black adopted baby, it would be no problem. Because she can just say when she shows up with this black baby, people are like in her circle, in the white supremacist circles, they say, hey, where'd you get this black baby? Oh, he's adopted. Oh, that's so great. You're so great. You're so nice for adopting one of those underprivileged kids. You're just like Angelina Jolie. So they get props for that. They would treat the kid whatever. It wouldn't be no problem. But when she say it's her kid, that's a little different. That's a little different. Because the thing is, when white females give birth to black children, people in the dominant society already assume that, okay, she's out here fucking black dudes. So when this lady who has this little biracial kid say, this is my baby that I gave birth to, but there was a mix-up at the sperm bank, they're probably looking at her like, okay, yeah, right. Okay, excuse me, I think she's a nigger fucker. We're not going to let her in the meeting. It's that type of thing. It's that type of thing. They're not letting her in the circles because she done gave birth, and she has to make this whole big deal about how the sperm bank gave her the wrong sperm. That's what, it ain't got nothing to do with the damn kid. This is about her ass. This is about her ass so she can explain this baby without seeming like a liar. Because people are like looking at her like a liar. Like, really? There was a mix-up at the sperm bank? Really? You sure you're not fucking Negroes out here? You sure? Oh, they're hell on a race trader. Oh, they are hell on a race trader. They are hell on a race trader, dude. They do not play games with what they consider race traders, bro. You better understand that, man. So that's what that's about. They're looking at her like a race trader. Hold on. And she's trying to cash out a little bit. She's trying to let everybody know. Hold on, what is wrong with my thing here? God damn. Hold on, family. My shit is acting up right now. Okay, what's wrong with my shit here? Hold on. Hold on, fam. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Because I can't see shit on my screen. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I can't see y'all right now. Hold on. How the hell do I get out of this big fucking screen? There you go. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I had a little technical glitch with this thing here. But like I said, with that lady, hold on. There you go. Yeah, I played Coon Train already. I already played it. But like I said, that lady, it's very hard for her to explain that black kid away. It's hard as hell for her to explain that black kid away. And again, when they give birth to a kid, a black kid, you're not treated the same within the white supremacist circles. You're not treated the same. You're not treated the same. They do not treat them white women the same, and they know it. I know white women who had black kids, and look, I've seen message boards where white dudes will tell white women, hey, if you have a black kid, we're going to treat you differently. That's like breaking a little code within the white supremacist circles, especially in a place like Ohio. Y'all got to understand that that's like redneck central. It says it's going to be hard for her. Oh, dude, they'll explain that. They have no problem with the whole two mommies thing. That's nothing. It's the, hey, mom, how come I'm darker and my hair is more coarse? But yeah, she's not getting the white privileges. That's what the problem is. It ain't about that kid. It's the lady. She's not getting those privileges no more. They're not giving her the white privileges no more. She's not getting the white privileges no more. And she's like, hey, I need to come up with it. I need to let everybody know that I'm not lying. Because people think she's lying about the whole sperm bank thing because it sounds crazy. So yeah, the minute she drops her kid off somewhere, she goes to daycare, people are looking at her funny. The minute she shows up with that kid, they're looking at her funny. So the screen stops every 4 seconds. How am I doing over here, family? I'm having technical glitches over here. But that's very funny when somebody in the dominant society, all of a sudden, there's been a mix-up that's going to affect this lady for the rest of her life. Now, you get to experience racism now after living a whole life of privilege. The minute you get it 2 years in, wait a minute, stop the presses. I need to file a lawsuit. Enough is enough. I've had 2 years of racism. I have to get justice. That lady said, wait, 2 years of racism is enough. We have to do something. I need to be compensated. But we're told after a lifetime of racism, white supremacy, dealing with it every day, oh, it ain't that bad. And those in the dominant society, they won't take that shit for a minute, man. That's why I fight systematic white supremacy vehemently. Because other groups know it's an injustice. They know how much of an injustice it is. And black folks just kind of sit along and go with it. Black folks just sit around and go along with it. And other groups, they ain't taking that shit. They want justice. They're like, I ain't taking this racism. Yeah, we get told to pull up our bootstraps. See, the thing is with us, we're comfortable, or black folks are comfortable playing second fiddle. And that's the problem. Black people are comfortable playing second fiddle. And I got to get on brothers too. See, and a lot of black males, we got to be on the leadership path. We got to be on that leadership path. Because again, this white lady, she immediately wants to be compensated. If we say something about reparations, man, they're ready to stone us. This lady wants to immediately be compensated for racial discrimination with her and her family. But the thing is this. We got to stop being comfortable with being second fiddle. Did y'all see? Now, we know about with Steve Harvey and Paula Deen. They're trying to bring Paula Deen back. They're trying to bring Paula Deen back. Was that asking, can I post a full length? No, you can't post you can't post a full length video of Hidden Colors. No. Urban, and you know that. You know I don't want that. People can easily get the movie at Amazon, or they can get it at hiddencolorsfilm.com. So yeah, posting it up for free, that's not doing it. That's not helping anybody. That's not helping us. That's not helping the people. Because again, if you can't discipline yourself, we talk about group economics. If you can't even discipline yourself long enough to get a damn $20-something DVD, you're not really serious anyway. And that's the thing, man. We got to be on that economic empowerment path. We got to be serious about that. Oh, yeah, Harlem, that's true. Yeah, the lady wrote in the complaint that she has to go to a black neighborhood to get her daughter's hair done. Oh, how awful. I got to be inconvenienced by going to the Negro side of town. No, I need to be compensated. I got to be reduced to going around the Negroes for help. How dare that sperm bank do that to me? Oh, white supremacy is funny. She was literally complaining about having to take her daughter to the black neighborhoods to get her hair done. Because y'all know a lot of those little mixed girls, when they got like a white mother, their hair is like all over the place. Their mothers don't know what to do with their hair. And they don't want to go around no black folks. The last thing they want to do is go up in a black neighborhood. And again, black folks ain't going to do none of that woman, but psychologically, look, all that, I'm scared the black folks are going to do something to me, that's bullshit. Black folks ain't going to do nothing. Just psychologically, her feeling like she's being reduced to have to deal with the inferiors, that's what's messing with her. Because again, some of these people, man, white supremacy, the myth of white supremacy is all they have going in life. That wakes them up every morning. The myth that they're somehow better than some damn body, which they're not. But that wakes them up every day. And ain't nobody gonna do none of that woman. They see this little kid, they do her hair, send them back. Black folks, ain't nobody gonna hurt that lady. But just psychologically, they don't want to have to be on the same level as the Negro women. Do y'all watch The Preachers of L.A.? Do y'all watch the show Preachers of L.A.? I like Preachers of L.A. I watch that show. Me and my lady, we watch it. And the people on there are very entertaining. They're, a lot of times, the preachers' wives, they kind of sit around and talk and just kind of, discuss things for the show. And, it's pretty entertaining. One of the preachers, he's married to a white lady. I can't think of his name. Good guy. I'm not saying anything good or bad, but he's married to a white lady. The only one who has a white wife. And I noticed that white wife is never around them other black women. When it's all the groups of black women, that one is never around them. Now, there's one other white preacher who has a white wife, and she's pretty cool. Because, they seem like real down to earth. I like that. He's a white dude, his wife. They seem real cool. But the other is one black preacher. I can't think of his name. He's a real popular guy. I won't say they're crooked. They're good guys. But his wife is white, and she's never around those other black women. I think it's McClendon. I think it is McClendon. But yeah, when it's a group of those black, she's never around. She's never around them. It's like psychologically, it's like, I don't want to be, I'm above them. It's that type of thing. I love Preachers of LA. Preachers of LA is good. It's funny. Bishop Noel Jones is a player. Y'all know Bishop Noel Jones is a player. Dude, the stud. Oh, that's so funny. Well, hold on. You know, Noel Jones, shout out to Bishop Noel Jones. You know, that's Grace Jones' brother. That's true, Texas lady. You brought up a good point. Pastor McClendon don't even hang around the other preachers. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. He don't even hang around those other guys. Yeah, he don't even hang around them. Again, that start rubbing off on him. I love Dietrich is funny. He's my favorite one on there. I like Dietrich and I like Ron. I like Bishop Ron from out here in LA. Gangster Ron. Bishop Ron is gangster as hell. Yeah, Noel Jones, his sister is Grace Jones. A lot of folks don't know that. Noel Jones, his sister is Grace Jones, the singer model from back in the day. Noel Jones is a player. You know, Noel Jones used to mess with Lisa Ray. And Noel Jones, I think he has a kid. He done had a kid by some chick. He done had a kid by some chick not too long ago. And on the show, there's like, what's that lady's name that's with Noel Jones? They seem like a couple, which I know he's hit it. But they keep saying that they're just friends. Real nice looking lady, older lady. What is that lady's name? She has a restaurant out there in Inglewood. I'm gonna go to her spot. I see it all the time in Inglewood. Yeah, Lisa Ray is fine now. I'm not. You know, Lisa Ray is a badass chick now, especially for her age. You heard McClendon claiming to be Italian? Hilarious. Her name is Loretta, Texas. She's a good looking. I wonder how. I'm dying to know how old that lady is. I want to know how old. She's a real good looking sister for her age. She looks like she's probably late 40s, maybe early 50s, but she looks real good for her age. Yeah, she owns a restaurant. Real good looking sister. Mature woman. And I know Bishop Jones is getting up on that. I know he's hit. You can't not hit that. Man, I saw that video of the old girl down in Texas who says she's legally blind. I've been laughing at that shit all weekend. That's, you know, I hate to, I don't, you know, because I heard old girl got like 18 years in prison. There was something that happened down in Texas where there was a robbery and I think somebody got killed or whatever. And there's this stud. She was coming out of jail and she's trying to sound hard. She's trying to sound hard, but her female emotions keep coming out. And she keeps trying to overcompensate by sounding hard. And she came out, I'm innocent. I'm legally blind. I can't see. I can't be no getaway driver. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And then the white female reporter, slick, sir, do you think I'm not a sir? I'm a female. I'm on the floor dying. That white lady knew she was a woman. That white woman knew she was. White people are real slick with shit. Sir, do you think you're going to get out of prison, sir? She knew that was a damn woman. And she in the car, she in a police car with handcuffs on trying to be hard, giving shout outs. So what do you think is going to happen? Shout out to my mom, POP, Pimp Squad. She trying to sound hard. Yeah, I'm giving it up for POP, Pimp Squad. I'm innocent, I didn't do nothing. Holding it down. Her masculine and feminine energy is fighting with each other. No, because again, when shit goes down, the femininity comes out. She wants to be like a dude so bad, but the woman keeps coming out. And she's fighting the womanhood. Yeah, I didn't do this. I'm repping for my block. My mama gonna get me out. I'm just doing POP Pimp Squad. Fuck all the haters. I'm legally blind. They're like, well, you sure you didn't do this crime? No, I don't know the other participant. They got the same last name as you. Well, that's from my mama's side. Oh, it was so funny. Oh, it's funny and sad. It's funny and sad. Poor thing. Poor thing. Let me find, somebody give me the video so I can post it up. Hold on. Where's that? Let me find the video. So y'all gotta see it. Let me find it for you real quickly, family. Oh man, hold on. Her name is Donna. Okay, let me get that for you, fam. I'm about to find the video. Pimp Squad. Hold on, fam. Hold on. I'm about to get the video I'm about to download it right now. Hold on, fam. Let me get my download on. Just give me a minute. It's download now. Y'all just hold tight. I'm gonna play it for you in a minute. But she's trying so bad to sound hard. She's trying to sound hard. And that estrogen is kicking in. Man. Yeah, I talked about Brother Steve. And again, I still got a lot of love and respect for Brother Steve Harvey, man. That is our brother. Steve has done some great things. And you know, we've kind of ribbed him a little bit on the Coon Train video. But it's still love. Love is love. I got a lot of respect for the brother. Just like Stephen A. Smith. I got a lot of respect for Stephen A. Smith as well. Even we got on his case a little bit with the Coon Train video. All right, so let me play. Her name is Donna Gordeau. Her name is Donna Gordeau. And she's... Hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Pimp Squad. Here we go.
Hey, so tell us your side. What happened?
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Come on this way.
So are you from Houston?
Man, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, and I'm a female. I did not drive no getaway car. I'm legally blind.
How'd you get wrapped up with these folks?
I got wrapped up. I was walking down the street and I caught a ride.
So you don't know these folks then, is what you're saying?
I know 2 of them. I don't know the other 2. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I'm legally blind, so how I'm gonna drive a car?
So did you know what happened to the 73-year-old victim then, or
I don't know what happened. I just know what the police said.
So you can't see at all?
Huh?
You can see though, right?
I'm legally blind. I can see barely, but I'm
not gonna answer no more questions.
Pimp Squad, baby.
I'm not answering no more questions.
That ain't it. I'm gonna play the rest. That ain't it. Now the reporter, the white lady who came up there, now she clearly knows the case. Because she's like, well, what about the 73-year-old victim? So she clearly knows the case. The woman's name is Donna. She knows she's a woman. That's why she's like, so, sir, do you know the other people? Hold on.
Discussed it with him.
Come on,
and
I got something to say. Come on,
I think I was upfront good enough, and like I said, yeah, I am guilty.
I'm innocent. I ain't no robbing type of person. I wouldn't do nothing to no innocent man. I've been robbed. I've been pistol whipped. They got that on file. I'm innocent. I ain't do nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my side of the story. I can't tell no other story. I'm innocent. And Mama, I love you. P.O.P. Hold it down. Right, these all good Pimp Squad, baby, for life.
Now, did your buddy there?
Oh, poor thing. Boy, she's trying to keep them feminine emotions buried. Boy, she's trying her best. Poor thing. Her ass is gonna have on a sundress and some flip-flops with her toes out. And I hate to see any of our brothers and sisters go to jail. I hate that, man. I hate that. Poor thing. She's gonna get her little lace front. She's fighting that feminine energy. She done said she blind. P.O.P. Pimp Squad. Her voice breaking up. My bad. Hold on. Let me play the rest. Hold on. Oh, come on. What? Cancel. Wait. My bad. Here we go.
He said he watched them do it. Were you there while they were doing it? Did you watch it happen too?
I didn't watch nothing happen. They caught me walking down the street. They was giving me a ride.
Ma'am, you have the same last name as one of the other suspects.
Yeah,
Are y'all related?
but I'm not no good old. I am a Marshall and a Guidry. My mama last name is Guidry, a.k.a. White, because she married. And my daddy name is Michael Marshall. He deceased. I'm not no good old. I'm innocent, and I don't care what nobody say. My family go get me up out of this. It's good.
What do you think? You have a $500,000 bond. That's a lot of money.
All right. I'm going to get out even when I go to court. I'm innocent. I already did my time for what I did. My drug case, my assault case. Hey, I pleaded guilty to that. Hey, I did that, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, I'm not no robbing type of person. I'm who I am, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no robbing type of person. That's it. That's all. Hey, I ain't going nowhere. I'm still gonna be right back in the streets. You dig? Cause I'm innocent. I don't care what nobody gotta say. Hey, free down the good old baby. Pimp Squad is going down. P.O.P.
I thought your name was
going down.
I thought your name was in Good O.
My name is Good O. I'm not no Good O.
But they're not related to you?
Poor thing. She don't know. Dude. Some black folks like attention so much they don't know when to they just gotta self-snitch. They gave this woman 18 years so fast. Some black folks don't know when to shut the hell up. You don't know when to just sit back and just say, let me chill. Free down a good O. I thought you said your name wasn't Good O. I ain't a Good O. Oh, God. Dude, sometimes you just got to be quiet. Excuse me, I burped. You got to be quiet. Yeah, she got 18 years. They threw the book at her ass. She was the so-called getaway driver. All that talking and running her mouth and shouting out the Pimp Squad. Good Lord, sit down. Sometimes just sit your ass down. She's trying to sound, because she's trying to fight her feminine energy. So she thinks by talking gangster and thuggish. Dude, that's why, dude, if you're in the streets, don't do no crime with people like that. They probably were going to get a life sentence on her. She probably went in that interrogation room when the cameras weren't on. Nigga, when they took the cameras off, she's trying to show out for the camera. Pimp Squad, baby! Nigga, she got in that camera, her ass sounded like Sierra. My goodies, my goodies. She got real sexy in the interrogation room. My body, your body. She got feminine as hell in that interrogation room and started telling on everybody. All that masculinity went out the door. In them closed doors, nigga, she pulled her titties out, put on a mini skirt and got some French tips on her damn toenails and started singing. She sang for them 18 years, niggas. If somebody died and she didn't get life, she sang for them 18 years. She was probably in that interrogation room twerking. Nigga. And then get back out in the courtroom. Pimp Squad, baby. I ain't no snitching over here, baby. Shit. You saw how emotional she kept breaking down. She kept breaking down herself. They weren't even talking to her. She was breaking down. The cops weren't even saying nothing to her. She was breaking down. Nigga, that's why there's certain people you don't ride out with. Y'all got her. What, y'all niggas out there got her to be your getaway driver? You out your mind. She walk around the hood acting all thuggish and all that. I'm riding for Pimp Squad, baby. P.O.P. I'll be the getaway driver. All that shit. Y'all get caught? I'm blind. They pick me up on the corner. I don't know nobody. I can't drive. I can't see you. I got titties. I can't see them. I'm a female. She got feminine real quick. Oh, God. Man, please. Y'all got her to be your getaway driver. She told on every nigga in the hood. She probably still telling. She gonna get some more years shaved off that 18, nigga. Her ass gonna be out probably in a couple of weeks. She's telling on folks. Man. Y'all, dude, certain crimes you just don't do with certain females, dude. They don't hold it down. Dude, you can't do crimes with certain females, dude. They don't hold it down. Y'all remember, back in the day, there was a chick. She used to be on Soul Train all the time. Real fine chick. What the fuck is her name? Leonette, something like that. Y'all remember Boys in the Hood? She was in the movie Boys in the Hood. Well, I used to try to get at this chick. I would see her, but I could never get at her. Badass chick. In the movie Boys in the Hood, there was a scene with Cuba Gooding Jr., his character, he was with this chick, and the mama came home, but it was a real fine-ass chick. If y'all remember the movie Boys in the Hood. And I think this chick used to be a video, not the crackhead chick. No. What? Was a crackhead in Boys in the Hood? No, but there was a scene where Cuba Gooding Jr., they met this girl on Crenshaw, then he went to her house and they had sex and all this shit. Real fine-ass girl. Real fine-ass girl. Now, in real life, the girl got caught in a drug case. She was like a drug mule for somebody. She got caught with like a couple of pounds of cocaine like strapped under her arm back in the day. Now, this is some old LA shit. The streets was talking. So, she got caught with some weight on her. And this chick used to be on Soul Train, not Nia Long. Niggas, no, I know Nia Long's name. It's another chick. Yeah. The chick who said, ask Cuba to teach her how to ride a stick. Her name is Leonette something. Again, real fine chick. Used to be on Soul Train and all that shit. And music videos, the whole nine. And they caught her ass with some cocaine. So she was fucking with some D-boys and shit. Yeah, that's when the drug game was real heavy. I think they caught it in like Minnesota somewhere. And the word is, she snitched on cats. Because I don't think she did no jail time. But y'all ain't never seen her ass. You notice that's the only movie you seen her in. And nobody saw her on Soul Train no more. After that, that's why she just disappeared. And that was the chick in LA. Certain females are just that chick. That chick disappeared. Because when you out here, you snitch on somebody. No more Soul Train for you. No more running around like it. Especially then, shit was real back then. But that just goes to show, man, you can't be doing crime out here really doing some real work with some of these females out here, dude. Especially if they all up in your business like that. No, they get in that interrogation room, they tell it. They are telling. And I don't know what fool got that fine-ass chick to try to be a drug mule. That's the worst thing you can do is to get a fine-ass chick to use her as a damn drug mule. Jada Pinkett wasn't in Boys in the Hood. Y'all niggas think about another movie. Y'all niggas in a whole different movie. They're trying to set the lawyer up in New York who represents all the black people. Oh, I got to look into that, Harpo. Lady Teresa, who? Who's trying to silence me, Lady Teresa? Yeah. Leonette. I know her name was Leonette. It was Leonette. It was like a real kind of country-ass name for a fine. It didn't fit her. A chick that fine need to have an exotic name. But she's fine as damn hell. I remember seeing her ass on Soul Train, and that's when back in the day we used to go down to Soul Train and holler at those girls and pull them. And I messed up my dream of going down the Soul Train line. My dream, I've always wanted to go down the Soul Train line, and I'm glad Nick Cannon is bringing Soul Train back. And I want to go there. I got to go down the Soul Train line one time in life. I was supposed to go down the Soul Train. Back then, we went up there, but I got up around all them damn women. I said, fuck a damn Soul Train line. I'm about to get all of them. I was up there campaigning heavy. Yeah, the chick that was on the Volkswagen Bug. Yeah, she got caught. I don't know why them niggas would have a fine-ass chick like that trying to be a drug mule. First of all, number one, she's a chick that fine is going to bring too much damn attention. That's number one. A chick that fine is going to bring too much attention, number one, because cats are going to be trying to holler and do extra searches on her and all that to see her ass. Number two, if she gets caught, a fine-ass motherfucker like that ain't going to survive in no women's prison. Because you go to women's prison, who you going to be around? You going to be around those hard-ass...
I don't know that good old dude. I don't know who he is.
So you're a good old, but not related to that good old.
That's who you going to be around. So you a fine-ass chick, you can't survive around them. Them mannish-ass chicks up in jail. Lady B, you put that in again, I'm going to ban you, all right? Lady B, I'm going to ban you. Let's not do that, all right? Yeah, Lady B, I'm going to ban you in here spamming your stuff. My dude, you can't do that. Don't spam your stuff in here. Don't spam your stuff in here, bro. You can't spam your stuff in here, fam. Let me see who we got here. Hold on one second. Because we got a lot of folks in here right now. We got a lot of folks in the room right now. One second. And again, the way Ustream is set up right now, it's very hard to get the people out who are spamming. You got to really look down the whole list, and it's a whole goddamn tedious task to get people out of here who are spamming. Doing that. And people, when you got to spam your stuff, usually it's not that good. When you got to spam your stuff, usually it's not good shit you're spamming. Hold on one second. Let's see who we got. What's up? Who's calling? Yo, what's up, man? Who's calling? Yeah.
Mr. Tariq Shaw?
Yeah, bro. It's Tariq, man. Who is this?
This is Cliff from Lexington.
All right, man. What's on your mind, brother?
Man, I actually want to address this Paula Dean situation.
Hear you, damn nigga!
Brother, you gotta you can't slow the show down like that, brother. You sound confused. Your phone is janky. I don't have time, brother. Y'all gotta do better. I can't slow the show down. Yeah, you can't get down like that, brother. Man, y'all slow the whole show down. Good Lord. Yes, indeed. They say he was calling from an alley. Shout out to my girl, Aki. Shout out to Aki. Aki does her thing. Aki be handling those trolls, especially on Twitter. Aki straights give those Twitter trolls a lot of work. And again, man, people, if you get punked out by those goofy-ass Twitter trolls, man, you're losing. You do not bow down to them, Twitter trolls. But I always wonder what happened to that chick. Because again, after that drug case and she got off and the word on the street is that she was snitching on cats. She disappeared. She straight disappeared. Shout out to Delbert Blair. I might have to holler at Brother Delbert Blair. Let's see who we got on the phone. What's up? Who's calling? Hello?
Flex.
What's up? Who's this?
What's going on, Flex? This is Chris from Southern New Hampshire, man.
Hey, man. How you doing, fam?
Not too bad. What's going on with the chat stream? I'm like lagging going on here.
Yeah. No, man. Ustream, I think they've done some kind of revamping of their board, and it's just real sucky and shitty, man. I don't like the way they've done it. Hopefully they change it back. So what's going on? You're in New Hampshire, so I'm assuming you're a Caucasian guy, right?
What's that?
I'm assuming since you're in New Hampshire, you are a Caucasian, right?
Yes, I'm white.
Are any black folks in New Hampshire?
We got a few, but you know what? We got a few suspected white supremacists up here, but I don't know if they're just like violent white supremacists or they're just like talking shit, you know?
Right, well, they don't have anybody to be violent against because there ain't no black folks up there, so you did?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so what's on your mind, man?
Well, I just wanted to call and say shout outs to Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3, man. It's great movies, dude.
So you saw all three of them?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So in part 3, as a white person, what did you learn the most in part 3, Hidden Colors 3? What did you learn that you didn't know?
Well, for Hidden Colors 3, like I saw the first two, the whole movies, but for like Hidden Colors 3, like we're talking about basically like white folks could get away with whatever they wanted to get away with black folks, pretty much. That's what I learned.
And what did you learn with part 1 and 2?
Well, part 2, because part 2 was like the whole Christopher Columbus thing, right? Like, because you went down to West Africa, 1482, right?
No, we talked about that, I think, in 1. In part 1, we talked about Christopher Columbus.
Okay. Because I kind of got it mixed up. But in one of them, it was like Christopher Columbus went down to West Africa, 1482, and he kind of learned about like those oceanic like currents to get to the New World. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Cool. Okay.
So that was a really good point right there.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, what we need you to do, man, we need you to act as a spy within the white community. We need you to let us know the white supremacists that's in the community and warn us so that we can be safe. So let us know when there's some white supremacist cops out there somewhere waiting to harm us or to do something slick, and you come back and warn us. We need you to be on the White Underground Railroad for us. How about that?
That sounds good. What's your email, Flex?
kflexforlife@yahoo.com.
Oh, and one more thing, dude. Shout outs to your books, The Art of Mackin',
yes,
The Mac Within, and The Elite Way, dude. Those books are real good stuff.
There you go. Thank you, man, so much for the call, man. Thank you, brother. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you get some white cats who are down, if you want to help, let us know who the white supremacists are. We need some people to do some cooning in the white community. That's what we need. Vital, you cold-blooded, Vital. He did kind of sound like a cop, didn't he? I don't know if he saw the movie all the way through. I think he just saw a couple of clips. Shout out to my dude. He just saw a couple of YouTube clips. I don't think he saw the whole movie. That's why I asked him. I said, what do you think about 3? Well, I didn't see all of it. Damn it. I thought we were going to have us a white coon in the white community to do work for us. Man. My dude sound like he be at the house dancing like this. Hold on.
Crank your underhanded, pat, double dream hands, and butterfly. Double dream hands, freestyle. Make a tight group.
Oh, the freestyle gets me all the time. That freestyle gets me every damn time. I love it. My man. But yeah, man, I want my dude. We need some spies. We need some spies. Man. That's what we need. Hold on one second. Hold on. That's what we need. Hold on. Let me find this other video I want to show y'all. Hold on one second. Where's that video? Speaking of white dancers. God damn it, I can't find it now. The white lady teaching hip hop dance. It's funny. Hold on. Where's that video? I saved it on one of my. Oh, here I got it. Never mind. I got it. Hold on. Let me show y'all this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I hate when this shit does this. Hold on. 1 second, fam. Let me show y'all this real quickly. Hold on 1 second. This ain't gonna take that long at all. I think. Hold on 1 second. Let me show y'all this clip. Hold on. Let me convert it real quick. There's this lady, she's teaching hip-hop dance. Now, this video looked like it was done sometime in the 90s. And this video is this white lady, she's a choreographer. And basically, she's one of these white ladies who go out and they teach soccer moms hip-hop dance lessons. And it's like, oh, God. Oh, you gotta see it. Hold on. 1 second. Where is it? Here it is. All right, this lady is teaching hip-hop dancing. Hold on.
Def Jam. Here it is. Okay. Cut it.
Hey, I'm Dina. Look at my feet. My feet are straight ahead. You don't want to do that. You want to turn your feet out. I'm going to do this backwards. And that's what makes it look like hip-hop. What this is with hip-hop is everything's down low. It all is in a plie. I think the first thing that you need to know about hip-hop, it's all about your posture. And you know, growing up, my posture was really bad. My mom used to tell me all the time, stand up straight, stand up straight. Well, you know what? I was standing up straight. And hip-hop is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, hit, ah, and ah. The more relaxed you are, that's what makes it hip-hop. This is the first thing I'm going to say to you. You want to do hip-hop? You got to stand like this. In a hip-hop head, we have this. Boom, bam.
Well, sorry about that, fam. Now, y'all remember, you ain't hip-hop if you ain't standing like this. I've been doing it wrong. Hold on.
Every time, or Your hands are always, like this. Start out just hitting it, This is what we call popping. Straight. Straight. I went to this club, right? And they had no baggy pants and no sneakers. That was wild. I didn't know what to think about that. I took some of this from an African piece. In the African piece, it was like this. But in hip hop, it's like this. See, there's a difference.
I had my hands like this, so I've been fucking up. I didn't have my hand. My hands should have been like this, but I've been doing it like this, so fuck. My hands were fucked up all this time. I could have swore I was doing hip hop, but my hands weren't like this. It should have been like this. Oh, God. See, y'all take shit like this as a joke. Boy, people like this will take our stuff and co-opt it and redefine what it is. Y'all fuck around with people like that and think they're a joke and they come in and take your shit. They'll come around and start picking up stuff and then redefining what it is. Yeah. And I think that woman still teaches classes all over the country. Dude, black folks don't understand. People will co-opt your shit and monetize it so fast. See, People will come around you, hey, you know, hey, how you doing? Acting all down, but they're soaking your shit in. They're soaking you in, watching stuff. And then they go back and monetize it. Y'all got to understand the game. That's what I say, man. We got to learn how to monetize stuff too. We got to learn how to monetize our stuff. For all these black folks who know how to dance, you take your ass up to somebody's suburb and start teaching them classes. I don't really play. I just have it. I just be messing around on it, Vita. But yeah, shout out to some of those girls. Now, there's a lot of sisters out here who give pole dancing classes. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. Because, hell, don't be out there just twerking for bullshit-ass money. Go show these little corny soccer moms how to twerk and all that old bullshit. That's what, I ain't got no problem with that. Get your money. Get that big paper. But when we come up with something new and fly, you best believe there's a vulture hovering around ready to get it and then ready to redefine what it is. That's the most important thing. They will get it and redefine what it is. KRS-One has a great book. He gave me a book. It's like literally like a Bible. It's somewhere over on my shelf. I got a whole bunch of books, but it's like explaining, like hip hop is like a religion almost. The real essence of hip hop. I mean, KRS breaks it down. What hip hop really is. It ain't this. Hip hop ain't holding your hands. That it ain't. Come on, dude. That's why I shout out to brothers like that. That's why I rock with that brother. Shout out to that brother. Yeah, they get it, make it corny, and then give it back to you. That's why I saw some shit where some people were doing the Smurda dance. It was some okay. All right. It was some folks in the dominant society doing the Smurda dance. I'm like, damn, y'all fucking my dance. So that's my dance. That's my shit. That's my joint. I get it in with that. You know, I get it in with that. You know? Yeah, dude, when my book, The Art of Macking, came out, right after that, that's when they started bringing all the PUA guys out. Yeah, The Gospel of Hip Hop by KRS-One. I mean, it's literally written like a Bible. It's a big book. It's like a Bible, literally. Yes, indeed, KRS, he's the truth. Brother KRS is the truth, definitely. Yeah, jaywalking is trolling. Hold on one second. Jaywalking is definitely trolling. I see you, Jay. Yeah, I see him. Saying, no, I'm not a dancer no more. I used to get it in. I used to get it in. Not no more. I used to show out with it. Yes, indeed. Hold on one second. There's a lot of folks calling in. God damn. There's a lot of folks calling in. But again, go to my Tariq Live page if y'all want to see a clip from the lecture last night that I did in St. Louis. A real good game in that. We had a good time. We had a Carl Winslow looking dude we had to throw out. But other than that, it was real good times. Real good times last night. What I think about, well, we talked about that before, that whole Ebola thing. We talked about that. Oh yeah, I used to get my windmill on, man. Raven Simone said she's not African American. What did she say? When did she say that? She said she wasn't African American? You say Bobby Brown looks like Cedric the Entertainer? Or... I like Bobby Brown. man. She said, hold on, let me read this. Well, don't label her gay or African American. Let me read this, what she's saying. Oh, here they go. And black, they love posting some shit of black folks saying something like that.
400 million.
I'm going to play the audio of it. I'll play the audio. I'm not going to download the video. Because I think they're going to interview her on Oprah or some shit like that. I don't know. Hold on. Wait for this commercial to be done. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see what Raven Simone got going on now. Hold on. Wait for this. These ads kill me on these sites. All right. Here we go. This is Raven Simone. Oh, yeah. This is Oprah.
The tweet was, I can finally get married. Yay, government. So proud of you. Wow. That was August 2nd, 2013. So was that your way of coming out? Of saying you were gay?
That was my way of saying I'm proud of the country. But I will say that I'm in, an amazing, happy relationship with my partner, a woman. And on the other side, my mother and people in my family, they've taught me to keep my personal life to myself as much as possible. So I try my best to, hold the fence where I can, but I am proud to be who I am and what I am.
So when did you know who you were and what you were?
In that topic of dating and in love, I knew when I was like 12. I was looking at everything.
Were you looking at boys and girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a word for it? Because I think when you're younger, you don't even have language for what it is.
I don't need language. I don't need a categorizing statement for it. I think that's one thing that
So you don't want to be labeled gay?
I don't want to be labeled gay. I want to be labeled a human who loves humans. I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up the Twitter on fire.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Lord. What did you just say? Stop the tape right now. Okay.
I will say this.
What?
I don't know where my roots go to. I don't know how far back they go. I can't go on, I don't know how far back, and I don't know what country in Africa I'm from. But I do know that my roots are in Louisiana. I'm an American. And that's a colorless person. Because we're all people. I have lots of things running through my veins.
Until you get
You're
pulled
gonna get
over.
a lot of flack for saying you're not African American. You know that, right?
Until you get pulled over, Raven. Until you get pulled over, sweetheart.
I don't label myself.
Okay. So I want you to say what you really mean by that.
What I really mean by that is I'm an American. That's what I really mean. I have darker skin. I have a nice, interesting grade of hair. I connect with Caucasian. I connect with Asian. I connect with Black. I connect with Indian. I connect with each culture.
You are a melting pot in one body.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
Isn't that what America's supposed to be?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
That's
for
what it's
sure.
supposed to be. I personally feel that way.
Oh, Lord. Hold on 1 second, family. Poor Raven. Poor Raven. Hold on 1 second, family. Hold on. This shit, man. Hold on.
We've heard that over 400 million vacation days go unused every year. That's the stupidest thing I ever...
Okay, hold on. I'm just having technical difficulties here. Hold on 1 second, family. Trying to get this shit together over here. Oh, damn, man. This Ustream shit is real raggedy right now. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This shit is really giving me problems here. 1 second. Excuse me. But yeah, all that stuff, they start talking all of that. I ain't black. I'm not African American. I'm just an American and all that. Everything is cool until they get pulled over and the cops start beating them in their ass, all of a sudden, just like old girl who was in the movie Django, you're doing this because I'm black. This is because I'm black. Then you start yelling black. This is racist. You fucking asshole. Do you know who I am? When that police foot get in your ass, all of a sudden the blackness comes right on out. Y'all need to stop playing that game, family. We need to stop playing that game. We need to stop playing that game. We need to stop playing that game. Because that's not helping us, man. That ain't helping us, family. That ain't helping us, family. Whether you like it or not, we live in a system where there are groups, people are competing, and people are competing with us. People are competing with us, and we're marginalized by all of these groups competing with us. That's the fact of reality, whether you like it or not. And while people are competing with us, we're being targeted as a group. Now, you can sit up and acknowledge that, or you can sit here and play this little psychological game. And not just our sister Raven, because I love that sister. I love Raven. She's a sweetheart. Very funny. Very good entertainer. Shout out to her and her life partner. I mean, I ain't got no problem with none of that, but I just hate to see people, when they start talking that, oh, you're setting yourself up. You again, people are trying to get their lottery number removed. You're trying to get your lottery number removed. You're trying to get your lottery number removed. You think if I say this, I'll jump on the side of white supremacy and they won't harm me. A lot of people ask me, hey, Tariq, you do what you do. And some brothers and sisters were asking me last night, because there's some people who legitimately fear for me because I do speak the truth a lot. And people like, well, Tariq, do you ever fear for your life? And, you know, because you got people trying to attack and all this stuff. And I tell people, look, man, look at the situation down here in St. Louis, Ferguson. Even if you don't do anything, even if you don't speak out, look what will happen to you. Even if you comply, look what will happen to you. Even if you go along to get along, you put your hands up and do nothing, look what will happen to you. So under the system of white supremacy, they're going to get you anyway, sooner or later. That's the thing that a lot of black folks don't really get. That's something that don't really seep into the minds of black people. They're going to get you sooner or later. Your lottery number is going to get called. If you are a person classified as black by the dominant society in America, your number is going to get called. You're going to experience some form of white supremacy if you're a black person. In this country, well, it's not just this country. Hell, white supremacy is global. Oh, it's going to happen. Now, you can sit up and play this game with yourself. Well, I'm not black, I'm mixed. I'm half Dominican. You can play this little game with yourself. That's a game for you to play with yourself. The dominant society, the white supremacists, they don't play that game. That goes back to Louisiana. When the French were occupying Louisiana, you had black people down there who were kind of, the French treated them a little bit differently than they would treat full-blooded blacks. You had mixed black people there called Creoles who had more of a identification with the French. And they thought they were better than all the other blacks because they were treated slightly better. Because the French told them that they were slightly better. Even today, you got some Creole people with that same mentality. They're still holding on to that mentality. For what, I don't know. But when Napoleon in France sold the Louisiana territory to the United States, those American troops went in there. The American soldiers went in there. And they cleared the whole shit up. They said, okay, white's going to be over here. The Negro's going to be over here. And the Creoles were like, hey, wait a minute. We're not Negroes, so where do we go? What do you mean where you go? Are you white? No. Get y'all black asses over there with the other niggas. That's what they did to them in New Orleans. They cut that shit short. Now, even now, the light skinned, they get treated shitty just like everybody else down there in Louisiana. But they still psychologically hold on to that. So that's how white supremacy works. They don't play that little, the real white supremacists, they don't play that game. They treat all of you the same. Now, among yourself, you can play that little, well, nigga, I'm not really this. You play that amongst other powerless people to keep y'all bickering so y'all can keep your eye off the white supremacists. Oh yeah, I've talked about Our Kind of People many times on this show. Very good book about the Boule. If y'all want to know about the Boule, there's 2 good books on the Boule. I talked about that. Our Kind of People, another book, Black Bourgeoisie. It was written in the 1950s, and that brother went in. Brother E. Fraser Randall, something like that. But that brother went in on like the Boule and all those black secret societies. And I did a whole pay-per-view special. Go to maclessons.com. I got a whole like 4-part series about black secret societies, which is one of my best shows if you haven't heard it. I'll talk about black secret societies. And when we do the Hidden Colors movies, we touched on it a little bit in Hidden Colors 3, but I want to get deeper into some of those black secret societies. Pimp Squad, baby. Yeah, Pimp Squad. I said Pimp Squad. Our Kind of People. I'm saying Pimp Squad. Yo, Steve Coakley. We were going to have Steve Coakley in Hidden Colors 2. Ola, did you talk to Steve Coakley? Because we were corresponding with him. We were going to have, but he got too sick, and the brother, he went on and died. I love Amos Wilson. Amos Wilson died too. Amos Wilson, he's dead. E. Franklin Frazier, that's his name. Okay. But I know we're trying to correspond with that brother. He was real sick at the time. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here, man. I got to get stuff together again. I just got in. We got in. How was your flight back home, Ola? We got back. I hear my son playing upstairs. Let me get up and deal with the family and everything like that. But anyway, family, go to TariqElite.com. Get that gear. Go to HiddenColorsFilm.com. Get Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3. We'll get some music popping off tonight and everything like that. So y'all can stay up and chop up game among yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, where is my music? Let's get that going. And y'all stay tuned for Tariq Radio all night. There's going to be a slight delay, like a 30-second pause. You guys hold tight on that. Don't go nowhere. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Tariq Nasheed. Follow me on Instagram at Tariq Elite. Follow me on Facebook at Tariq Elite. And all that good stuff, family. And go to TariqElite.com. Get all the gear. And we'll be right back with Tariq Radio.